What's going on, everyone? So we're going to talk about the biggest college football game of the day on Saturday. And no, it's not Nebraska versus Colorado, which I know all eyes are going to be on that game because everyone wants to see Deion Sanders and Colorado lose. Nebraska and their highly touted freshman quarterback, who a lot of people seem to have comparison to Patrick Mahomes, kind of plays like him a little bit. But actually, he is an outstanding quarterback. Nebraska got a good one in that five-star quarterback, true freshman. That game is in Nebraska. I got the Cornhuskers winning that game. That's just because the Colorado defense is just not very good. They might be worse than last year, but I digress. Let's talk about the biggest game of the day on Saturday. Top 10 matchup. Michigan versus Texas. Texas coming into the big house. Ann Arbor, Michigan. This is a home game for Michigan, the defending national champions. But listen, Texas is favored by 7. Texas had no struggle against, I believe it was Colorado State last week, 52-0. They whooped up on them. Michigan struggled a little bit. Fresno State. Listen, this is not the same Michigan team as last year. They were dominant on the defensive side, and really they could just pound the rock with Blake Corum last year. This is a different animal. They don't have J.J. McCarthy, none of that here. So, in my opinion, I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout, but Texas is going to win by double digits. And the reason why is because Texas has the best college football quarterback in the country, Quinn Ewers, in my opinion. Saw what he did last year at Alabama, had a great year with Texas, and you're bringing him back with all the experience in another year under the Texas system. So Steve Sarkisian is going to have this Texas team ready to go into Michigan and whoop up on them. I'm not going to say they're going to destroy them by 20. It could feel like that, to be honest with you. I mean, it's got a little bit of that feeling because I think this is probably the most uneven top 10 matchup that I've seen in quite some time. It's just Michigan's probably number 10 because, yes, they are the defending national champions. This is not the 10th ranked team. In my opinion, it's almost like that 10th ranked Florida State team in preseason, which I never understood why they were ranked that high. But Michigan's getting a little bit of love because they are the defending national champions. But Quinn Ewers will have a 300-yard day. I think they're going to be able to do what they want offensively. They're going to attack that Michigan offense and test them early. They're going to blitz. They're going to bring pressure. They're going to take the crowd out of it early. That's what you do whenever you are the away team, especially in a big game. You want to take the crowd out of it early. It's kind of like, listen, I'm a Florida Gator fan. The Miami Hurricanes did the same exact thing to the Florida Gators last week. They beat up on them early, took the crowd out of it, and then just took their souls as the game went on. And so I think Texas is going to do the same thing. They are going to do anything. They're going to do anything and everything offensively, and I think it's going to cause havoc for the Michigan defense. And Texas will end up running away with it in the fourth quarter, if not, if it ain't over already after at halftime. But I just don't think Michigan is that dominant of a team this year. That's why, even though, I mean, they still have Texas as a 7-point favorite on the road. That should tell you something. And just Michigan, how they struggled against Fresno State, just was not a good look. Yes, they're going to be at home. They're going to have the crowd on their side. I just don't think it's going to matter. I think Texas is just going to overpower them. And Quinn Ewers is going to do whatever he wants through the air. So give me Texas. Final score, Texas 35, Michigan 21. And listen, I don't think, even though 35-21 seems kind of close, I don't even think it's going to be that close in my opinion. Texas is actually, in my eyes, the national champion. I'm not going to say that's my pick right now. I want to see, especially Georgia, how they looked against Clemson. They actually didn't play a good game, and they still they still beat up on Clemson 34-3. Now, is Clemson a top 25 team? They got ranked a little high, in my opinion, especially with Cade Klubnik. I don't think he's a very good quarterback. But listen, Texas, in my eyes, is a front runner for a national championship. I think they're going to go the first year in the SEC. They're going to beat a lot of good teams. Even my Florida Gators, they play later on down the road. I don't think they're going to have a problem with them either. But this is going to be not the top 10 matchup that a lot of people were hoping for, at least in my opinion, because I love college football, especially top 10 matchups. Texas shouldn't be going into Ann Arbor in Michigan and blowing them out. But this is just not the same Michigan team as last year. What do y'all think in the comments? Do you think Michigan will actually win or actually has a chance against Texas? Y'all let me know in the comments, but I appreciate everyone watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.